Hello, welcome to Using Your Digital Twin with SpaceGrid.Ai. In this video, we're going to take a look at our user interface, learn how to manipulate and add vessels, save our storyboards, utilize calendar and time plan. Once you're logged in, you're going to navigate to the work sites on the hamburger sidebar. There, you'll see our Unity tool, which will give you the option to select between your organization as well as your worksite. Now, let's take a quick look at our user interface. Once you've loaded your digital twin, you'll see three major elements: our tools in the top right corner, our calendar in the bottom left, and then you'll see our time slider on the bottom. Let's take a deeper look at these tools. Within our toolbar, we have the ability to save, load files, use point-to-point measurement, hide, show, or add vessels. Additionally, on our calendar, we have a standard clickable calendar that will allow you to navigate through days, and a time scheduler that will allow you to navigate through time during a day based on an increment of your choice. All right, let's go ahead and add a vessel. To start with, you're going to click Add Vessel, which will give you the opportunity to name, define the length, define the width and the height of our vessel, as well as select color. For standard, you can select about 10, a height of 10, since we're looking at this in 2D mode. And once you're done with that, you can also add a note. Once you're happy with the features you've added, click Generate, and the item will appear in your digital twin. Once you're happy with your placement, you can go ahead and X out of the Add Vessel toolbar to save your location based on the current time, which is indicated by the calendar, as well as the hour tool on the bottom. You're going to click Save As and give it a name. Now, as you can see here, we have a placement of a vessel that is persistent from the date on which we saved it from. If we go backward in the calendar, the vessel will disappear previous to the date that we saved it on. We can also move our asset by clicking and dragging it around within our screen. Once we have a placement that we're happy with, we're going to click Save, which will save that to the file that we're currently working with. As you can see, our saves are persistent for the time that we save the specific placement of the vessel for, but once we navigate to our new save time, the vessel will move to its new location. We can also zoom in and out within the digital twin with our scroll wheel. We can also use W, A, S, and D to navigate around the screen. Additionally, additional manipulations can occur by clicking on your vessel, where you'll see an angular rotation tool that with dragging, you can rotate your vessel in any direction or angle you'd like. Another useful tool available in the tools bar is the point-to-point measurement tool. By zooming in and clicking on point-to-point, we can select on an initial point and then drag that to another location to get real-time measurements based on the satellite imagery. These measurements will persist while placed, but also can be removed by clicking on them and pressing the delete button. Multiple vessels can be added to a workflow by simply adding another vessel. Navigate to the location where you'd like to add it initially, give it a name, a length, a width, and a height, and you can also add a note. Here, we're going to make a smaller vessel and select a different color, and then click Generate. Once we've identified where we want to place this new vessel, we can drop it, and then we want to click Save or Save As to create a new file. This will confirm our time-based decision on where our vessel will go and when it will appear. As you can see, once we navigate backwards in time, no vessels will appear based on our saves. And as we move forward in time, we will see our vessels added in the places that we've saved them at, and we can also see when new vessels pop up. Following this work process, we can select a new date and move any of our vessels to another location. And once we click Save, that will commit it to the calendar. We will be able to navigate back and forth in time for our calendar to see when vessels show up with multiple vessels in one scene. If you have any questions, please contact us at support@spacegrid.ai and visit spacegrid.ai.